I chose drugs over a lot of people I love.
I don't like sharing with people.
Who's going to take care of me except me?
Yeah, I'm selfish.
What's mine is mine.
Because I don't want to stop. I don't plan on stopping.
You can go get your own things.
You want to be a podcast? It's about selfishness. We're talking about selfishness. It's called. You want to talk about it? I'm selfish too. It's okay to be selfish. So I have a podcast. I sit here. My sign says selfishness, middle of the aisle podcast. And I just want to talk about the topic. I just want to ask, like, are you selfish and shit like that? You know what I mean? And then, yeah, we talk about why. It's just an engaging conversation. I don't attack anybody. I'm a nice guy. She looks interested. Okay. You guys passed by. You saw my sign. The topic today is selfishness. So I just basically want to know, are you selfish?
Yeah.
I am.
Pretty selfish.
I think I try really hard not to be, but, honestly, I think that instinct motivates people. So I think that there are many times when we rise above being selfish, thinking only of ourselves. Yeah. We give to charities or we give our time or, do those things.
I would say at times yes, but at times no. Like, it depends, changes. Do I want this? And if I really reach down, I'm like, no, then obviously it depends, right? So
like, it's situational.
Exactly.
I think that as a general rule, people might tend to be altruistic and tend to lean toward being selfish. And they really have to fight that side of their human nature and be better people and rise above it.
You have to be selfish with your time sometimes to be able to be good for everybody else. So maybe in that sense, but if somebody needs something and I've got it, they can have it. I'm not selfish like that.
Definitely.
No.
What makes you selfish?
I chose drugs over a lot of people I love.
Oh, okay, so we're getting a little deep.
I don't like sharing with people. What's mine is mine. You can go get your own things.
Basically, I started smoking and drinking when I was 11.
So
And
you were 7?
no, 11.
Oh, 11. I was like, damn, but 11's still young.
Yeah, and I kind of just became addicted, and now it's just like a habit that I don't want to stop. I just got out of a group home 2 days ago, so but I know how to pass a drug test, so.
You think it's okay to be selfish?
I would say so, yes.
To an extent, if you're not going to love yourself, who's going to love you? I don't want to sound selfish, but at the same time, who's going to take care of me except me?
Like, for example, if you need to stand your ground and be like, you know what, like, I want this. I'm sorry, guys. Like,
Sometimes, but I prefer being selfish.
I was in a relationship for a year, and I just lost that, so now I'm kind of throwing myself back at drugs.
It's hard to deal with that shit when you're young. I like, as you get older, you know what I mean, and you go through more relationships, like breakups and stuff become easier. You know what I mean? You get more what you're looking for. But you're only 15, yo. You got plenty of time ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be all depressed over that, and that's easier said than done.
It's not even just relationships that I'm depressed over. It's like my past trauma and the way I am, like myself, how I can't stop smoking. Like, I just got home 2 days ago, and I just made a drug deal yesterday. And it's just like I felt selfish doing it because like I know I'm not supposed to be doing that, but like it's a habit. Like, even when I was in the group home, I still smoked, and it helps. It's just a habit. I'm not trying to stop. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to stop.
It's a non-political topic today, so this one should be easier. Selfishness is definitely a topic I've wanted to talk about for a while. I wanted to do this last week. My argument is that we're all selfish, and it's okay to be selfish. It's situational. What makes you think it's okay to be selfish?
I like having the comfort of having my own things.
Give me like an example. Like, what do you mean overall? Like a video game controller, for example, or?
Yeah, I'm selfish. Because I don't want to stop. I don't plan on stopping.
Why don't you want to stop?
I just can't, there's nothing else that's going to help. And if there's something else that's going to help, a relationship because I have daddy issues. And
It could be like we go out to eat and someone's trying to get me to pay, but I'm like, bro, I barely worked any hours. You're working. You can pay for your own stuff. You feel me?
We're here on a trip together, two sisters.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so we're being selfish, right? I mean,
That's okay.
We left everything at home. Like, you know, the husbands are taking care of everything. You know, we're doing a little sister time. Sister. I gotta get the accent right.
Sometimes to be selfish is for a good reason. You know, it says like, you know, to your friends, like for example, like, hey, like, you know, that just wasn't cool. Like, you know, selfish in a way that's like, that like respects boundaries. Yeah. And then, hey, listen, guys, I need to say this, and it's gonna shake the ground, but I just have to say it because, you know, it just needs to be addressed.
So I wrote selfishness on the sign instead of "Are you selfish?" because I felt like if I put "Are you selfish?" people would feel like I'm attacking them. You guys want to talk about selfishness? I like the shirt. That lady totally had a Facebook shirt on. One of those Facebook targeted ad shirts. Because like that's totally just an AI bot that took things from your Facebook bio and put them on a shirt. So you think that your decision kind of affected the people around you? How do you feel like it affected the people around you?
I lost a lot of people and I ended up in places that I didn't want to be. I just wanted to feel like numb, I guess. I wanted to hide my emotions. I didn't want to feel my trauma and stuff.
You feel like, so like depression basically, things like that?
Yeah.
I think there's grades of selfishness.
There's like degrees to it.
Oh, yeah.
When you start turning against yourself, I mean, you're just making your life harder. And why would you want to do that?
If you're gonna be selfish just to be a dick, then that's not cool.
Yeah, my argument for kind of is that it's like everybody's selfish. Every decision you make is selfish, but it's like, what's the context of that decision? And a lot of people feel like it's wrong to admit that, but if you can't help yourself, you can't really help anybody else. Like giving shit to people, like giving a gift. You give a gift to somebody, right? You wouldn't do it if it made you feel bad. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's, you know, 100% selfish, but there's always a selfish motive behind it, and that's, in my opinion, okay.
My kids, no. I buy stuff that I think that they will really like. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
oh, they
you-
really think that's cool. I really,
But
you
you
know, want
buy
them
it
to
because
have
you want
it.
to see them open it.
The joy you get in the moment and you see them opening it.
But I selflessly wrap all of them.
You do self-esteem. Okay, I'm gonna.
I try to do as much as I can for as many people as I can, because I think when you leave this place, it's your legacy that's people are gonna remember. If you help people and that makes you feel good, if that's selfishness, then I want to be selfish. And
Hey, I agree.
thanks, buddy.
I think the more you give to others and include yourself, the more well balanced you get as well. Because if you're all like worn down and depleted, you don't have anything to give to anybody.
So how's your Christmas gift wrapping job?
Oh my gosh.
It takes her the whole month.
I am pro.
Bro.
Pro.
I remember one year I just took my sister's, I just threw wrapping paper on it and just took like electrical tape and just went around it. I can't wrap to save my life. Do you feel like there's a difference between confidence and selfishness, and do you feel like people get the two mixed up?
When I die, if I feel like I've done the right thing, then I'm okay with it. I don't care what anyone else thinks about me. And I taught
That's important.
the kids that people are going to say stuff about you. You just have to accept it and just, you know, don't change who you are. Hopefully they'll change who they are for seeing you the way you are.
Honestly, being selfish could be a good thing because of the fact that it's like you set yourself in your own comfort zone and you can just be happy with your own shit.
No, like it's okay to be selfish too, because if you can't help anybody, you can't help yourself.
Well, I think it's pretty selfless of you to give up your time to maybe get some opinions from people.
So we were selfless with our time.
True, you guys were selfless. But is it selfish that I do this because I like it? I kind of do it for me too. You know what I mean? I do it because this is like I'm a regular guy. You know what I mean? This what kind of like keeps me going through the week. I think about this. You know what I mean? Well, maybe there are other things. You know what I mean? You ever look into like maybe things like I don't know, therapy? All that stuff is important. You know what I mean? Extracurricular activities. You know what I mean? You know, share everything. Okay, that's fine. All right. No problem. I'm definitely gonna have to blur her face because that was a little strange.
Wait, what, you want to tell your story?
Oh, about that selfish Italian man?
Yeah, tell your story. Let the world know.
Let the world
So
know.
basically, there was this Italian man down the street over there. He was selling.
Did he look like Mario?
More like, you know the it's like the chef judge from Ratatouille.
Okay,
Yeah, something like that with gray hair, right? And basically, he had these rings, and he was like $15. I was like, $15 is crazy. He's like, okay, let's make a deal. Give me $1. He's gonna put the ring in 2 hands, and I have to guess which hand the ring is in. We put up $1. If I lost, I'd have to give him the $1, and if I won, I'd keep the $1 and the ring. It was his ring. And basically, he was like, I'll give you 2 chances. I was like, what do you mean? You got 2 hands. I choose his left hand, there's nothing there. I choose his right hand, there's nothing there either. So basically, he has a ring. He scammed a child. I'm a minor.